And ladies and gentlemen, we're right back in the sack, chilling out. How y'all doing? We're back with some more of Darrell Brooks. Now, check out my last video. We're ramping up on some new content, and man, when I tell you guys, shit, this Vander Ark case with the lady starting her kid is crazy. Y'all gotta check it out. YouTube is giving me a real hard time with the uploads, but we're gonna get those videos out ASAP. But anyways, if you guys remember our last Darrell Brooks video, we were covering one of the fathers who was on the curb with his kids, just, you know, enjoying the parade. There's a bunch of other parents in the area, and one of his kids had gotten hit, along with another parent's kid. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. This is the Darrell Brooks side of things. Prosecution already had their turn, and we're just going to see what basically transpires from here. Just be prepared for a lot of bullshit, because that's what Mr. Brooks spews out at a constant pace. Anyways, y'all, love you guys. Get the things you guys need. Get the beverages. Get the ganja. You know what I mean? Get the stress balls. Call your cousins and aunties and whoever the fuck's in the house. Let's go watch this video.
Any cross, Mr. Brooks?
Yes. You may claim that you locked eyes with the driver of the vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
I like how he starts to roll his eyes. You made a claim that you locked eyes with the driver. Bullshit. That's what he's saying. Come on, dog. Nothing that any of these witnesses are saying is bullshit. It's all true. The only one bullshitting is Brooks.
That is correct.
And approximately how far was the vehicle from you when you supposedly locked eyes?
I would estimate it 20 feet.
Would it be fair to say that that's about as far as I am from you now? Or was the vehicle further than where I am now from you?
I would state that it was probably a little bit closer.
And what do you mean by a little bit closer?
I would say perhaps halfway, maybe three-quarters of the way between where you're seated right now and where I'm seated right now.
What would be three-quarters of the way? Can you?
He's not asking this question to mess up his story or the testimony that the man is given. He's literally asking what three-quarters of the way means because his brain can't picture that in real life. You know what I mean? Like, his brain is so stupid, so below a high school level, that he doesn't understand what three-quarters of the way is. That's all that is, guys. That's all that is.
Like, point about where?
Again, I estimated at about 20 feet. So
would it be fair to say that halfway between you and I would not be an accurate statement of 20 feet?
Objection.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer the question.
that's why I said it was about three-quarters of the way.
I'm sorry, sir. You're using smart man speak with this guy. He does not understand that. He understands dumb and drinking on my muddy and smoking on my little spliff. Yeah, that's all he understands, guys. Come on now. Come on, guys. You should know better. Brooks is a fucking moron. Come on, y'all. We know this, guys.
So about what spot would it be? By this black, I guess, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a door.
Electrical box.
Excuse me, what is that?
It's an electrical box?
Would it be by this electrical box? Would it be this square directly next to the electrical box? I mean, what would you say would be 3/4 of the way?
Oh, God.
So the electrical box would be a good estimation of the distance. However, it was a little further to my left than where the electrical box was because it was coming at us at more.
So it would be a little further this way, coming back towards the table here.
Your Honor, I just ask that the defendant allow the witness to answer the question before he asks the next question.
And I agree. the record should also reflect that as the witness was answering the question, he was motioning with his left arm in a direction outstretched kind of from front of his body to the left of his body, probably at a 45-degree.
Man, look at this prosecution team. You got Zach over here in the corner, sleepy as hell. You have Sue Oppers, a security guard, just completely done with it. Yeah, I mean, it's like they are so done with, bro. This is only day 5 of the prosecution, and you could already tell that they're like, okay, this is going to be a long one, folks. Strap in, because this guy is going to make it difficult for us. Everybody ready? Everybody strapped in? All right.
Angle to demonstrate that his observation of the vehicle was in that direction. You may ask the question again then so the witness can answer from there.
So you would estimate that it was in relation to where the electrical box is, probably approximately around like this general area right here?
To my direction, probably a little bit to the left of there.
Just so the record is clear, Mr. Brooks is standing up at his table. He's pointing what would be pretty much directly in front of him, but to my left of the electrical box. We have large squares of carpet. It would be a square and a half to the left.
Okay, so basically a complete waste of time this entire time. So he's just asking, like, where exactly did you see me? Like, he's not even trying to make it seem unbelievable, because that's the direction I would go. He's not even trying to make it seem that it's unbelievable that he would have seen him from 20 feet. He just wants to know where exactly is 20 feet from me. And that's like, bro, get a fucking tape measure, bro. It's not that difficult. You want to get a tape measure? As a prosecutor, as a defense attorney, you could do almost whatever you want if you're in the scope of the trial. He could have got a tape measure and be like, okay, guys, you see this, jury? This is 20 feet. Now, sir, can you see this detail from 20 feet? And you could put up something on a piece of paper. Can you see that? Or maybe a picture. Can you see that? No, I can't really see that. I mean, something. Bro just wants to be super clear that he just wants to be super clear where 20 feet is. And that's like the stupidest point you can make. That means nothing. You know what I'm saying? It means absolutely nothing. He wasted 10 minutes just now, wasting both of our time, asking where 20 feet is from me in this room. You're a moron, bro. He's actually stupid. And then he's going to come back from break. They take a break right here. And then he's going to come back from break and be like, oh, sorry, Your Honor. I don't remember exactly where I was. Let me just give me a minute, Your Honor. You're stupid. Your IQ level is below double digits. I don't even know what below double digits is. Like, it's below triple digits, that's for sure. This shit, you can't make this shit up. Let me show you what I mean.
I'd like to apologize to the court. I'm not sure where I left off at.
That's so funny. That's so funny. That's funny.
Go ahead and just start back up.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I took any notes that would get me back to where I was before the break.
Idiot activities, guys.
Do you recall making or being interviewed by law enforcement in the days following the incident?
I was.
Do you recall what date that was?
I believe it would have been the 23rd. My daughter was released from the hospital after a stay overnight, which would have been the 22nd, and I believe it was the 23rd. I could be mistaken on that.
Do you recall if that was just to make arrangements for the interview at that time?
The recollection I have was actually being questioned about the incident.
You don't recall making arrangements to be interviewed and then approximately 4 or 5 days after that actually being interviewed?
Again, I don't recall the exact date. In my mind, it was the day after we got home from the hospital. And yes, arrangements were made to meet with a detective.
Do you recall being interviewed on November 29th of 2021?
Again, I don't recall the exact date.
You made reference to Clinton Street being a cross street that was close by. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
Do you recall if Clinton Street had any barricades?
I do not recall.
Did you go down Clinton Street at that moment?
Yes, I did, as stated.
Did you recall any law enforcement being present at the Clinton Street side crossing, I guess?
Yes, there was a law enforcement officer on the south side of the street, and as I mentioned before, he helped save a lot of lives by pushing our children back.
You know, it's funny that this man literally just reads off of a report. It irritates me so much that there's no forethought to his questions. Absolutely no forethought to his questions. Every time you see him prosecute, Jesus, he's not a prosecutor. Every time you see him interview somebody, he's reading off this stupid little police report that has basically, you would really have to be good to make the information like relative to what you're talking about. That's why lawyers spend nights and have the paralegals and all that, get the information and pretty much create a story out of it. Because the only thing prosecutors are, and maybe defense attorneys, they're storytellers. They try to make the best story ever so that they could get the outcome they want. Bro is just dealing with raw, hard facts. And if you're dealing with hard, raw facts, if you're the person on the defendant side, you're probably not looking too good. Defense attorneys primarily try to create this big, elaborate story to make you look better. Because if we just go off of the cold, hard facts and you're actually guilty, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get convicted. You understand? You see, you pick up what I'm putting down, right? So the fact that he just reads these police reports, you're making yourself look like shit, bro. You're supposed to make a story, not read the hard facts. That's what's going to put you in jail.
Can I show the witness his statements?
He doesn't even know if he can do that. He doesn't even
He
doesn't even know if he can fucking do that. For your information, yes, you can. But he's asking like he doesn't. Can I show him his statements that he made, Your Honor? He said it, Your Honor. Look, infuriating. One word, infuriating. Everybody, put down your one word. Shit.
Maybe that may bring some recollection back of what was said in the interview.
I'll allow it. If you would give the statement to the bailiff, who can then give it to the state. I don't know if you have it electronically or if we want to use the document camera.
I have it in front of me.
All right. Is it connected to the...
It needs to be given to the witness. Again, I'm going to object. If he's using it to refresh recollection, that's fine, but this witness says it does not refresh his recollection. I'm objecting to any questions after.
I understand.
Okay.
All right.
I object to that because
I object because she objected and I don't really understand what's happening right now, so I object. Yeah. Fucking dumbass.
Let's show. You've asked that it be shown to the witness. It will be shown to the witness. Is there a particular paragraph you want to direct his attention to, Mr. Brooks?
the paragraph that I referred to when he stated that the driver was an African American male with long hair.
All right. So, sir, just take a moment to review that. When you're done reviewing it, turn it over, and then Mr. Brooks will ask you some follow-up questions.
For the record, I don't consent to being called that name, Your Honor.
Hey, guess what? Go to your fucking mom and ask her what she named you. Darrell ain't shit piece of garbage Brooks. That's what she would tell you your name is. So just between you and me, dog, between the whole group of us, bro is named Darrell Brooks. And I promise you, if your last name is Brooks, never. All the Brookses out there who are on my channel, do not name your son Darrell. Throw that shit away. Name him something else. Name him Luke or some shit. I don't know, but not Darrell.
Third party to the matter, Your Honor.
Just name him Luke.
Go ahead and ask a question to see if it helps refresh his recollection.
From reading that summary of the interview that you gave with law enforcement, do you recall stating that the driver was an African-American male with long hair?
I recall stating what I stated before, that it was a black male with facial hair and white eyes. I don't recall stating long hair, but that
would it be fair to say that the summary that is in front of you states that that's what you said?
It would be hearsay.
Browns, I'm stating directly what it says on the paperwork.
It's still hearsay.
That's still hearsay because the cop wrote it. He didn't write it. This guy's a fucking moron, dog. Every time he gets his eyes all big and open and shit, you just want to give him a nice little poke. You don't want to take his eyes out. You just want them to be red and painful for a couple days, you know, to where he could barely see. Maybe scratch his cornea a little bit. Just to give him a little feel that this ain't a fucking game, bro. Taking everything like it's a fucking game, dog.
Okay, Mr. Brooks. So the objection is sustained. Next question.
Is it fair to say that that's what
That's hearsay. So
it's hearsay when it's right there for him to read?
Mr. Brooks,
and she can't explain it to him. Somebody else wrote it. Guy, call that person up, which they're probably not going to allow him to. You know what I mean? Like, bro is really a moron. It's funny that he's been to court all these days. He's been doing his thing, coming to court, and he still didn't pick anything up. Like, I work in the kitchen. There's hella Spanish people in the kitchen. I picked something up. I understand atrás and fucking poquito and all the curse words and shit. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, absorb something, dog. This is day 5, and you're still bumbling and fumbling around like a fucking moron. It's sad. It's actually depressing to see. It's like, wow. There's people in life that's like this. They're just pieces of shit, fully and completely.
direct your attention to the hearsay statute, all right, for a definition in 908.01 and the rule in 908.02.
So it's not a fair.
Sustained. Next question.
Dumb fuck. Stupid shit. What are you gonna do now? A little wrinkle head. If you guys notice on the sides of his head, he has like a little wrinkle forming. His name is Wrinklehead. I bet you could just grab the skin, you could grab the side wrinkle and smack the shit out of his head. That'd probably wake him up a little bit. Get that knowledge bouncing around in his cranium a little bit, Shit.
Do you recall if the driver had hair? Any hair whatsoever?
No. I would say no.
I recall seeing facial hair.
Any hair on their head?
I don't recall at the moment as we sit today picturing exactly that if I saw hair or if I didn't.
See, and he refuses to let Brooks put words in his mouth. Shout out your boy Nap. Refuses to let this asshole put words in his mouth. And that's exactly how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly how you do it.
Any reason why you wouldn't be able to see the driver's head?
And what's the fucking point? I'm sorry, guys, but what's the point? He's making this big, long situation about the distance. He's just trying to see what 20 feet looks like. Okay, dumb. And then now he's trying to put words into his mouth that the driver had hair. Bro, we all know you had hair, so what's the point of proving that the guy said this? It's like all question, no end goal. It's almost like I'm courting a girl and I ask her, let me see. I ask her, hey, what's your favorite color? And she tells me red. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And just turn around and walk away. I asked the question. I didn't get no legitimate feedback or anything that would help me pursue her. I just asked the question like, oh, do you like rock music? Do you like hip hop? Yeah, I like rock. Actually, my favorite artist is blah blah. Oh, okay. And I just walk away. That's basically in a nutshell his questioning. He'll ask a question and just move on the police report. So sad. So sad.
My eyes were locked on a vehicle that was driving at a high rate of speed with the person driving the vehicle's eyes extremely wide. And then at that moment, my full attention went to my children where that vehicle was driving at a very high rate of speed.
So it would be fair to say that because you keep making reference to the eyes. Mm-hmm. So would it be fair to say then that because you were so fixated on the eyes that it would be hard to tell any other features of the driver?
He said, wouldn't you say that since you were so fixated on the eyes? What? Huh? Come again? I don't know what the word fixated means. Do you guys understand what man, maybe he's a scholar and I just don't know shit. Fixated? Oh, okay. Fixated, you fucking moron. Anyways.
I'm stating what I saw. Wide eyes, black male, facial hair.
Would it being so fixated on the eyes?
Fixated. That's strike two, buddy.
Would that in any way make it hard for you to see any other facial description?
I'm not sure your definition of hard. I'm stating what I saw.
Do you recall if there was anything on the driver's head, a hat or anything of that nature?
I don't recall.
It's because he was fixated on something else, bro. He was fixated on your eyes, remember? You can't mess with a man while he's fixated. Come on now.
You stated that it was an African-American male. Do you recall a skin complexion?
I do.
Was it a dark skin complexion?
It was.
I think, hold on. I think Brooks considers himself light skin. I don't understand why he would ask that question. He was like, was it light skin or dark skin? Do you remember the complexion? Oh, he was dark skin for sure. Brooks is like, shit, I'm light skin. I don't know what to, this must be a different guy he talking about. Cause I'm, Your Honor, I object. I am light skin. I'm light skin, Your Honor. So He was fixated on the wrong person, Your Honor. Oh, look at old girl back there. Hold on. Oh, look at old girl in the back. Her man must be texting her mid-court. She is cheesing. Everybody, I'm going to show an arrow. Hold on. Look at her. Oh, her man's telling her he about to do all types of shit to her tonight.
Would it be fair to say that who you identified today does not have a dark complexion?
See, what did I tell you? Listen, Brooks. The man is a white man. He doesn't know. In our culture, I feel like we have, dark skin energy. We got light skin energy. You know, we make little jokes and shit within our culture. He just sees a black guy, okay? He just sees a black guy. You're dark skinned to him, okay? You're very dark skinned to him. Now, in my opinion, I'd say you're just regular. I wouldn't even call him a light skin. I'm dark skinned. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm dark skinned, but they're not thinking in that level. It's crazy how he went the exact direction I was going to go. He's like, wouldn't it be fair to say that me in front of you, would you say I'm kind of light skinned? You know? I'm pretty light skinned, aren't I? Get the fuck out of here.
I guess it depends upon the definition of dark.
Yeah. White folks don't know the complexion. They just see a black guy. I'm telling you. Come on. Bro said it himself. I ain't saying it. Bro said it himself. Come on now.
What is your definition of dark? Because in all fairness, you said dark skin. So what would be your definition of dark skin?
dark skin as present on my interaction with black males in the past.
So every black male that you've had an interaction with was dark skinned?
Again, it depends. There's different complexions of dark, and it depends upon what complexion or what your definition of dark is.
Yo, he's a white guy, bro. He's only seen white dudes probably 80% of his life. He see a black dude, every black dude is dark to him. You feel me? Like, shit. If you see black dudes all day, like, you know, you're in the you hanging out with the black folks all the time, then you might be able to distinguish, like, oh yeah, he my light skinned homie over there, oh my dark skinned homie down here with the black forces on. You know, he don't know. This is the weakest argument I've seen Brooks make in a minute.
Your definition, because you said dark skin.
Yeah, I would object to this line of questioning.
On
The
what
point
grounds?
has been made. This witness identified the defendant, Darrell Brooks, as a person driving the car. I think he's asked the question about dark skin. I think that this has been asked and answered.
Objection.
I'm going to sustain the objection as to the form of the question. I believe the way it's asked is argumentative. You may rephrase if you so choose.
May my objection be noted that I do not identify by that name.
Oh
nor
my
do I know
God.
anybody by that name. I don't consent to being called that name.
Noted.
Question, please.
Have you ever had any other interactions with any black males that were not considered dark-skinned by your definition?
I don't understand your question.
Have you had any previous interactions with African Americans that were not dark-skinned?
Oh, I forgot he was gonna say. I thought he was gonna say dark skinned, because that's clearly the way you say it. You know, dark skinned, light skinned. Yeah. That's how you say it.
Grounds.
Overruled. It relates to his identification. He may answer.
As stated before, my interactions with black males before, there are different levels of complexion and color tones, darker versus lighter. And I have interacted with black males before that have been both lighter and darker skin tones, yes.
Would it be fair to say that you didn't give that clarification when asked before?
He just gave the clarification. Dum. All right, we're moving forward. I cannot stand bro sometimes. Literally, he's just he is like a lack of brain cells walking. Literally, a lack of fucking brain cells. It's like 2 or 3 brain cells all up in his mind, bouncing against walls. Not even just doing their own separate thing. His brain cells are fried. There was too much weed, or maybe he spiked his weed with too much sherm or whatever the fuck. Bro is fried. He's stupid.
When it passed me, I saw the vehicle strike my daughter.
The location where you were at, you made reference to being near that intersection corner, I think it was. So once it was past that location is what I'm referring to.
Right. So after the vehicle struck my daughter and then past that location, I ran to my daughter as stated, and I did not see, other than the vehicle swerve back towards Main Street, the vehicle strike another human being.
So you did not see it, just for clarification, because that was a lot of commentary. For clarification, for the record, you did not see it strike anyone else once it was past that location where you and your family were.
That is correct.
No further questions.
Any reader?
Moron times 10 people. Stupid. Magoopid. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything to rhyme. Don't make fun of me. Anyways, people, that was the cross-examination of Darrell Brooks. Much stupidity as usual. Much stupidity. We love to see it. At this point, y'all, I'm just combing through the day 1 through however many days was in the Darrell Brooks trial. We're gonna, keep on going with that. Keep in mind, we got the Shonda Van Ark. Shonda Vander Ark. That's how you say it. Shonda Vander Ark. Crazy psycho lady. Make sure you guys check out those videos. We finna start rolling on that shit. And yeah, all my fans, all my members, all my Patreon members, I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome. You guys allow me to do this shit every day. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Until then, peace. Stay inside. Stay safe. Tell your parents you love them. Tell your parents' parents. That would be somebody's grandparents. I'm not saying you guys still live with your parents, but tell your kids you love them. Tell your aunties, your nephews you love them, man. I'm gonna catch you back in another one. Till then, peace out.